Hello and welcome back. Today is Monday, March 2nd. I have your three best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the page. I'm sorry to say it is a small, sad, four-game NBA slate on this Monday for us. And as you could tell, I am not at my normal location. And yes, there was artwork behind me and we're moving. We're moving out. But we have a four-game NBA slate with us here today, and hey, it's not the best one that we get. It's probably not the worst one we're getting, but they all know that, hey, we just had a banging Sunday of NBA action. We need to relax on this NBA Monday, and it's a four-game slate today. Our day kicks off Houston versus Washington, 223 over-under. Houston, 15.5-point favorites in this one. It is a tank game for Washington at home, who has 16 wins on the season, has lost 4 straight. They want to continue to hold their fourth pick, holding it strong. They do have a game to give up with Utah right behind them, but Washington, they'll gladly lose to Houston this one. Houston, this game's going to be, I think, an Ahmed Thompson game, Reed Sheppard game, but Kevin Durant, he probably won't get to 25-plus points in this game. But a massive, massive spread to start off our day. NBA TV, we have Boston versus Milwaukee, 215 over-under. Given that early 2010s vibe with the over-under, Boston 7.5-point favorite in this one. Milwaukee just dropped a game to the Bulls last night. They just looked horrible in that game. So now they get a nice back-to-back, and so does Boston. Road back-to-back in this game. So this game should be pretty interesting overall and on NBA TV. So this is our primetime game. Jaylen Brown should be playing in this game. Peyton Pritchard, man, where has Peyton Pritchard been for this Boston Celtics team? Last night he took 4 shots. He went 0 for 4. He was just running cardio. He almost did the Tony Snell last night. He was looking not even wanting to play in last night's game. So maybe today he has something different in store for this matchup. But, man, the 2 point guards from Milwaukee do need to step it up. Kevin Porter Jr. and, man, I'm spacing on his name, Ryan Rollins. Both of those guys need to play well in this game. Miles Turner has been pretty good overall. And Vucevic, 100% hit rate on his number against the Milwaukee Bucks. So if you want to take Vucevic here tonight, he has a 100% hit rate against the Bucks. We have Denver versus Utah, the highest over-under on the day, 244 over-under. The guy I want to bet in this game, they haven't released his lines yet. So Denver, 11.5-point favorite. I was kind of leaning towards Tim Hardaway Jr. in this matchup. He's been playing more and more run than Julian Strawther. Christian Braun, I would say, is a pretty strong play in this game if you don't want to take any star players in this one. The Jazz, you could take no one. You could take everyone. The Jazz, they're just going to pull their own players. But Denver, they need this game, and they're 11-point favorite. They're probably going to take care of business single-handedly in this one. And then on Peacock, the late-night game, Darius Garland makes his NBA debut for the Clippers versus the Golden State Warriors, but this over-under, 217. But this line has reversed. This line opened up as Golden State Warriors, 1-point favorite. Now it's Clippers, 1.5-point favorite. And I bet the Clippers win this one, especially with the Garland boost in this game. But we don't know how many minutes he'll be playing. I assume returning from toe injury. The Clippers took their time with him coming back, so I feel like he'll be plenty of healthy in this one. John Collins is playing in this matchup, so maybe John Collins would have a pretty good game. Overall, Golden State Warriors side of the ball, they're just waiting for Stephen Curry, who just announced he has another 10 more days being ruled out. So, man, no help is happening for the Golden State Warriors in this one. But a 4-game NBA slate. I got 3 brand new plays. And before we jump into today's plays, we got to recap yesterday's action and yesterday in the NBA. And I'm going 4-1 in best bets overall. Should have stuck to my gut. I know I even said it in my video. I said Jamal Murray or Anthony Edwards. I went Anthony Edwards. I was an idiot. Should have just stuck with Jamal Murray in that one because Jamal Murray took care of business in the game. Anthony Edwards, only lay that he fell shy. He just wasn't as aggressive to start off the game. He had he had a nice third quarter. Third quarter, he was very aggressive, but the first half was not as aggressive as I liked. And then the game was not even close, so they didn't need Ant-Man to be Superman in that game. Victor Wembanyama, 25-plus points cash. Giddey, triple-double. I told you it was going to be a vintage Giddey game, and he had one. Derrick White, he banged 5 threes in the game. And Cade Cunningham, he finished the game with 29-plus points. 4-1 day, but that was yesterday. Today's a brand new day. It's how you start a week. And let's just jump into it. For my first play of the day, going to be in this Washington-Houston game. 224 over under. Houston, 15.5-point favorite in this game. And I'm going to the man that Since Jabari Smith has been ruled out, he is this team's point guard for this team, and I think he has a good shooting game bouncing back after last night's lackluster one. So give me Reed Sheppard to go over 15.5 points, coming minus 122 on FanDuel. Anytime they play these worser teams, I'm going to take Reed Sheppard going forward for the remainder of the season. He has a good matchup. Washington allows the 8th most points to the point guard position these last 7 games overall. But Washington, they struggle in 2 spots that Reed Sheppard is great at. Washington struggles versus spot-up shooters, where Washington is 22nd versus spot-up shooters, where Reed gets nearly 30% of his points in the spot-up motion, so we love that. And Washington is 29th versus transition scorers, where Reed Sheppard gets 22% of his points in transition. 2 spots that Reed Sheppard is pretty great at. We love that. These last 10 games, Washington is 23rd versus straightaway threes, where Reed Sheppard these last 10 games has taken 62% of his shots in the straightaway action. And then these last 5 games, they rank 22nd versus straightaway threes, where Reed Sheppard's been taking nearly 75% of his shots in the straightaway center. So they have a nice little 2K hot zone for Reed Sheppard coming into this matchup, who has gotten this over in his most recent game against them this year. Only won for his last 2, but the first game he played was last season. He had 7 points. Most recent game this season had 21 points in 24 minutes. So we love that. He played 24 minutes in that game. And Reed Sheppard has gone over 5 for his last 10 games overall. With the last 5 games, he's had 10, 15, 28, 10, and 14 in the most recent matchup. But these last 3 games, he's logged 30-plus minutes per game, which we love. When Reed Sheppard's on the court, he has more opportunity to get the over. 62% hit rate when he plays 30-plus minutes per game, averaging 19.5 points per game, which we love. He's on the court a lot. The first time they played this season, where he had 24 points, he played 21 minutes. Now he's playing 30-plus minutes consistently these last 3 games, which we love. I have him projected here at 17-plus points in this game. I think Reed Sheppard's going to have a great shooting game, bouncing back after last night's 14-point effort. Point guards versus Washington have had some pretty big games. Quickly, he's 27, CJ 25, Ball 38, Quentin Jackson 21, Cade Cunningham 30, Levine 35, LaMelo Ball 20, Murray 42, Russ 26, and Fears 21. I think Reed Sheppard just another point guard down the line that's going to have a good game. I think him and Ahmed Thompson both have good games, but I'll take Reed Sheppard to bounce back in the shooting category. So give me Reed Sheppard, the sniper, to go over 15.5 points, coming minus 122. On FanDuel, jump into my second play here in this Boston-Milwaukee matchup. 215 over-under, Boston 7.5 point favorite in this matchup. And again, they're giving us Derrick White to bang 3+3. This man has been shooting the ball very well these last few games, and he's taking a lot of volume. And I'll just show up here again on this back-to-back. He's been great on back-to-backs all season long. So give me Derrick White to bang 3+3s, coming minus 136. On FanDuel, the Milwaukee Bucks allow the second most threes to the point guard position. These last 15 games, they allow the 11th most threes. And then these last 7 games, they allow the 7th most threes. So this should be a great matchup for Derrick White, where he has a great history of getting this over. 6 for his last 9. Great number right there. Only averaging 2.3 threes made per game, because he has a few games where he has 0 threes made. But these last 2 games against the Milwaukee Bucks, he's had 2 and 3 threes made in those games. But why I love these last 2 games, he's taken 9 and 7 shots in those 2 games. We love the volume from 3 that we've been getting from Derrick White. And then these last 5 games, he's gone 4 straight overs. He's gotten 7 for his last 10 overall. But these last 4 games, he's banged 4, and 5 in the most recent matchup, taking 8+ 3-point attempts in each game, which we love. The shot volume that we're getting from Derrick White these last few games overall. 75% hit rate on the road, 75% hit rate on back-to-backs this season, averaging 3.6 threes made per game, with 6 straight overs for Derrick White on back-to-backs. Derrick White has even been better on road back-to-backs, 75% hit rate on road back-to-backs, with 3 straight games of 4+ threes on road back-to-backs. So I love that here in this matchup. And the Bucks, they struggled versus spot-up shooters. They're 28th versus spot-up shooters, where Derrick White gets nearly 22% of his points in the spot-up motions, motion in this game. Milwaukee's 26 versus straightaway threes, where Derrick White takes 52% of his shots in the straightaway threes. So they struggle versus spot-up shooters. They struggle versus straightaway 3-point shooters. 2 things that Derrick White, we all know he loves to do. Point guards versus Milwaukee have had some pretty big shooting games. Josh Giddey, we all know him. He's known as the 3-point sniper. He had 5 threes in that game. Brunson 4, Dennis 3, Davion Mitchell 2, Quickly 5, Suggs 4, Nembhard 3, Alvarado 3, Fears 3, and then Derrick White 3 threes in his over-under. I have a projected here at 3.3 threes made in this game. So for 3 projected 3.3. Milwaukee Bucks allowing the second most threes to the point guard position. Come on, Derrick White. The signs, Derrick White to get us 3+ threes coming minus 136. On FanDuel, jump into my third and final play of the day in this Clippers-Golden State Warriors matchup. 217 over-under Clippers, 1-point favorite in this matchup. And this man is making his debut for the Clippers. I think they waited for him to come back from injury. He has a great matchup. The team's on a back-to-back, and I think Darius Garland's going to be that little juice for this matchup. So give me Darius, Rucker, Garland to go over 11.5 points, coming minus 128. On DraftKings, the Golden State Warriors, they allow the 7th most points and the 6th most threes to the point guard position. So this should be a great matchup for Darius Garland to return. He loves playing the Golden State Warriors. 5 for his last 5 games, averaging 22.4 points per game. Granted, we don't know how many minutes he'll be playing. On the season, he has an 81% hit rate on this number, 91% hit rate on the road this season, averaging 17 points per game. But if you think that he's going to play between 20 and 25 minutes, he's only played 2 games this season where he's played 20 to 25 minutes. He had 12 and 20 points in both of those games, so both overs in that one. He's gone over 5 for his last 5 games were all granted on the Cleveland Cavaliers, playing more minutes, so there could be an adjustment to this game. But again, Golden State Warriors, these last 15 games, the 6th most points. These last 7 games, the 3rd most points and the 5th most threes to the point guard position. Last 2 games against Golden State, he's at 25 and 17. Darius Garland, he can easily get us 12+ points. It's only 12 in this game, and point guards versus Golden State Warriors have had some pretty big games recently. Ty Jerome, 22. DeJounte Murray made his debut. He had 13+ points in that game. Bruce Brown, 12. Peyton Pritchard, 26. Fox, 27. Pippen Jr. Pippen ain't easy. He had 11. Ty Jerome had 19 in his debut. Smart, 15. Jenkins, 12. Collier, 29. And Collier, 29. And Cade, 29. Collier had 12. But I have him projected here at 14+ points in this game. I think Darius Garland, he's going to get a lot of opportunities to take the shot in this game. He's gone 5 for his last 5. He has a great matchup. His team's on a back-to-back, so they can lean on him to score a few more points or take a few more shots in this game. So give me Darius Garland to go over 11.5 points, coming minus 128 on DraftKings. And those are my 3 best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, let me know down below what's your best bet. I always love to tell you guys in the comment section. It is a smaller NBA slate. We only get 4 games here. Could definitely have an added play in the comment section since it is definitely early for me in the morning. But we're rocking with Sheppard over 15.5, Derrick White to hit 3+ threes, and then Darius, Rucker, Garland to get us 12+ points. Hopefully you're having a wonderful Monday. You got to set the tone for this day, and we're looking to do that here. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. Keep on smiling, and I will see you in the next one.